David, when people come to me to start working with me, and I think you were pretty much the same as most people, because that's how we're taught, is that they're taught to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, morning tea, afternoon tea, and as we discussed, that's often a function of this blood sugar roller coaster that we eat sugar, even though we don't know it's sugar, like bread and cereal, sugar, our blood sugar drops, etc., and we're always starving. So tell me, when we started, before we started, how were you eating, and what did it move to until now in terms of frequency and the types of food you ate?
Okay, so I was basically having 3 meals a day, the breakfast, lunch and dinner obviously, but in between that, especially when I'm at work, I would have whatever was being offered around at work. Well, people would bring in food and they offer you cakes, stuff like that, cookies, whatever it was. Pretty stressful job, so you kind of gravitate to that.
Yeah.
So it was at least 3 meals a day and snacks between that.
Yeah. So you went away from, you kept the 3 meals a day, but you changed those 3 meals to be aligned with how we were working together.
If there was a third meal, it would be like my lunch would become like a snack.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it would be something very light.
Yeah.
And my breakfast would be a substantial breakfast, and I'd have that as late as possible.
Right.
If I'm at home on a day off, I'd have that breakfast around, say, 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay, so what you got to eventually was 2 meals a day pretty much, one at about 10:30, 11, and one at about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And in between, if you were hungry, or either side of that, you'd have something healthy, some pate or some gluten-free or seed-based crackers and stuff like that. Yeah. And those 2 meals, just describe what they might be typically.
Breakfast, it would be always eggs were a staple part of it. It would be either poached, omelette, frittata, whatever it is, accompanied with a fried veggie, generally different types of cabbage cooked in a fry pan.
Yep.
Previous night's veggies as well.
Yeah, leftovers.
Broccoli. And I think people find it hard to think of eating stuff like that in the morning.
Yeah.
And you probably would if it's 8 o'clock in the morning, but by the time you get to say 10:30, and the actual veggies become your bread.
Yeah.
It replaces the bread.
Yeah.
So, and that's what fills you up. And you can still have your bacon, your avocado, your spinach, your mushrooms, tomatoes.
Yeah.
You can have everything else with it. And even if you feel like if you want to have a sausage with it as well, I've done that as well. Yeah. So it's just not having the bread with it.
Yeah. And the meat, sausages and things like that you get gluten-free, good quality sausages, not the cheap snags from Coles, and you'd have leftovers. So, would you make extra at night to then deliberately have leftover veggies?
Tried to. Yeah, tried to.
Yeah, good.
And at night, basically, it's always either a meat or a fish, whatever it is, lamb, chicken, beef, or a nice piece of fish, but always with an interesting salad, and a veggie or both.
Yeah.